full gear and that lets you save.
Who cares?
True Form Life.
Green lookum.
Welcome to Exploring Mind and Body with Drew Tadia. Drew is an expert in nutrition, fitness, lifestyle, and more. And he wants to help you live a healthier, longer, and more active life. Now here's your host, Drew Tadia.
Welcome to another edition of nationally syndicated Exploring Mind and Body. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of our True Form Life community, whether you're listening as a podcast around the world or around the country on terrestrial radio. Super excited to be here with you. Today, I've got Dorothy Keith coming back on with us, and we're talking about... What are we talking about, Dorothy?
We are talking about consistency.
We brought her on a little bit early to help me out there. Thanks
Obviously, you needed it.
Dorothy Keith is a part of our True Form team. She helps run our monthly membership. She does cooking with Dorothy. She has a recipe book she's working on. She does meal planning, all kinds of things to help you live a healthier lifestyle. And today we're talking about the benefits of consistency. Sit back and enjoy. We get all that coming up on...
This is Exploring Mind and Body. Naturally improve your lifestyle one show at a time with your host, Drew Tadia.
All right, once again, thank you so much for being here. Super excited to have Dorothy with us back on the show. Welcome, Dorothy.
Thanks for having me, Drew. Always enjoy coming on and chatting it up with you.
It's our pleasure. So today we're talking about the benefits of consistency, and I think this is an important topic because a lot of times people are looking for results and they're not finding it, but they're also not consistent with whatever it is they're doing.
And I think that comes too as a part of being a little bit impatient to see results, because we do expect to see results much quicklier. Is that a word? Quicklier?
I don't think so.
Much more quickly than we probably should.
Yeah, without question. And I would go as far as to say right when we're about to get results or when we're closer to seeing results, we give up. And then we aren't able to see the results we're looking for. And then, of course, we lack that consistency to stick with it.
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about consistency in a variety of different areas around health and nutrition, whether it be workouts, meal planning, morning routines, mood. We're going to be talking about all of that.
All right, so when it comes to consistency, do you have a favorite area where you feel like you're most consistent?
Where I'm most consistent?
Or maybe where you would like to be more consistent? Putting you on the hot spot.
Well, you know, the thing with consistency is it is always on the forefront. You're always working towards consistency. And at least that's my experience with working out or meal planning. There's always those people, because it is our profession, there's always people that say, oh, you're so lucky that you are able to be consistent and on top of it all the time. But the truth is, it's a continuous effort to be consistent in all areas, really.
Yeah, I think we all struggle with being consistent, especially in certain areas. Some people struggle with nutrition, more people struggle with fitness or working out, whatever it is. We have those struggles and we all deal with them on a regular basis. And that's why we're here today, to give you some tips and suggestions and ideas on how you can be more consistent and see the results that you're looking for.
That's right. So let's start with working out, Drew.
Yeah, working out's a big one for me. I have to go to morning routines. Maybe not morning routines in particular, but we have to work out at the same time throughout the week. And for me, that's an easy one, because if you get up in the morning and you get a great workout in, you're going to feel fantastic. You're going to have more energy. You're going to eat better throughout the day as well. So starting your day with a workout every day as opposed to once in a while will make a big difference in your life.
I'd have to agree. I used to be able to be consistent in working out in the evening, but that fell short pretty quickly. And I never really thought I was a morning person until I made an effort to be a morning person. And we hear that a lot. Well, I can't work out in the morning because I'm not a morning person. But we guarantee you that if you set a goal to work out in the morning, it's really going to change everything.
Yeah, we're big fans of working out in the morning. Again, that gives you more energy. I feel like it's a great way to get yourself started and start the day. Many times we sleep in. I think we all know what it's like to feel like we're late or be late in the morning. You're always rushing and caught behind. So if you get up ahead of the game, I feel like if you get your workout in, you're always ahead. You're always looking forward, especially instead of looking back and trying to catch up to wherever you need to be.
And like you said, Drew, the same time every day is really important because you're creating that habit, you're creating that routine, and pretty soon it's just going to be what you always do, like brushing your teeth, for example, in the evening. Getting up and getting your workout in is just going to be a part of what you do.
So if you set whatever that is for you, so set your time, set your alarm clock, if it's earlier. I mean, we're not entirely against working out in the evening. If that's the only time you can make it work for you, then work out in the evening. But it's important to make sure that you're working out the same days at the same time so you can be more consistent on a regular basis and continue to see results.
Woo!
You like that?
I like that.
Okay, so that's working out. That's important for us to understand that if you're going to be consistent with working out, you're going to have a better chance at seeing results. And if you're not going to be consistent, I think it's going to be challenging for you to see the results you're looking for. And that kind of, it reminds me of our magnesium supplement that we just kind of launched not too long ago. And people are like, oh, I'm not seeing the result. I might not be seeing the results I'm looking for. So we compare the people that are taking it consistently. They see much better results than the ones that don't.
That's right. And everything roots back to the consistency piece that we're talking about today.
Absolutely. So you had another one here we were going to talk about, and that's nutrition.
Yeah, nutrition and meal planning is another, it just relates so well to working out as well, what we said about achieving the goals that you want. And we understand that meal planning is difficult. We know that because we do it ourselves every week. We know that it doesn't come easy, but if you want results, I'm sorry, there is no easy way. You got to put the work in to get the results.
So you do meal planning for our monthly membership group. And if you're not familiar with our membership group, what we do is put together at-home workouts. We do video explanations and demos. Dorothy does meal plans once a week, along with recipes and grocery shopping lists. Then we offer support with that as well. So can you explain how you put together the meal plans? So maybe some of our listeners want to use some of those tips to make their own meal plans.
True Form Life.
Before we get into the show, I just want to mention Complete Truth Protein. This is a plant-based protein supplement that we've designed ourselves at Trueform. And the reason I designed it is because I felt like there was a need in the industry. Now, when I was traveling around the world, and I literally had a tackle box full of supplements and products and vitamins that did a whole lot more damage than good. So when I started doing more personal training and fitness classes, people would ask me what types of supplements I would recommend. And I always say, eat food. So that's why I've designed Complete Truth Protein around food. It's made with quinoa and hemp seeds. And one of the main benefits that it offers is improved digestion. So many of us deal with digestion issues on a regular basis. It also gives you a natural boost of energy. So if you head over to trueformlife.com/complete-truth-protein, we have tons of more details, videos, recipes, and everything you need to get going in the right direction with a good quality protein supplement. trueformlife.com/complete-truth-protein.
True Form Life.
Of course, and it again is all towards working towards being consistent. So if you want to be successful in meal planning, you've got to break it down into steps. Because as I said in the beginning when we started talking about meal planning, it isn't an easy process and it can be challenging to find the time. So you have to break it down into little steps. And we've seen this be successful for our monthly members. Those that try to do meal planning in one day and prepare for the week in one day, it just doesn't last. But those who break it down in these steps that I'm going to talk about have found success and continue to find success.
Yeah, without question. And that's one of the biggest things that we hear from our membership group, or when we did more personal training or one-on-one clients, is that they didn't see results, or they kind of fell off. Like, what happened? Why didn't you stay on track with nutrition? 98% of them said, I didn't meal plan.
That's right. So when I talk about the steps, there's really 3 steps that will have you seeing success with a meal plan. And the first step is already actually, if you're in our monthly membership, is to read the meal plan. Now, if you're doing meal planning on your own, you're going to have to create your own meal plan. So our meal plans in our monthly membership go out on a Friday, for example. So you have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to prepare before the meal plan starts on the Monday. So you take Friday, read over the meal plan or create the meal plan. That's step number 1.
All right, that sounds fantastic. So once we got that step number 1 taken care of, what's step number 2?
Step number 2 is you're going to go buy your groceries. In our meal plans with our monthly membership, that's already done for you. We take that job away and we make the grocery list for you. We don't physically go out and buy your groceries. You do have to make the effort to take that grocery list with you to the grocery store. But if you're in our monthly membership, that would be a task to do on a Saturday, would be to go and get your groceries. And again, this comes back to doing these things on the same day every week. Just like we said, working out the same days and the same times every week, you're going to get your groceries the same day every week. And we know that's a commitment. We know that's challenging. But if you want to see success, this is what needs to happen.
Yeah, and like Dorothy just said, like we know that these are challenges. Like things come up in life where you can't do what you might want to do, or things come up where you have an emergency. But I think if we have that mindset of like something always comes up, or there's a reason why I can't do that all the time, then we have that limiting mindset. And if we change that mindset and make it happen and set a plan, sometimes there's things like we do. I know for someone has like a hot dog every Saturday, for example, it's Saturday hot dog day, and they never miss their hot dog. And then you can look at other experiences where someone's like, I never miss The Bachelorette. I watch that every single week. And whatever that is, I'm not singling anyone out here, Bachelorette fans. All I'm saying is that sometimes we make time for some of the things in our lives, and other times we don't. There's always an excuse and always a reason why it doesn't happen. So if you want to see results and if you want to be consistent, well, I suppose if you want to be consistent, you're going to see results. Otherwise, it's not going to happen.
That's right. Should we move on to step 3?
Let's see what you got.
So step 3 is going to be your prep day. If we are living a healthy lifestyle, then we need to have a prep day because our food doesn't come already prepackaged. So you're going to take some time on Sunday, and this is the guidelines in our monthly membership. We understand that the Friday, Saturday, Sunday doesn't work for everybody, but you have to find 3 consecutive days in the week that it will work for you. So on the Sunday, you're going to bake your healthy muffins. You're going to cut and chop your veggies. You're going to prepare your hummus. And literally, it doesn't take much more than an hour. That's all, you just block out an hour, maybe 2 hours of your Sunday to get that done.
Yeah, and it's not really that time consuming. I think there's a lot of things that we do. Like think about scrolling through our news feeds, for example. Like we do that more than an hour a day, guaranteed. Many times, instead of sitting there watching TV, we sit there and flip through our newsfeed, or we flip through our newsfeed and watch TV at the same time. So if we were to prioritize our days a little bit better, and if we were to make a conscious decision to say, this is what I'm going to do, this is going to improve my life, improve my health, and quality of life as a whole, then we'd be more willing to make these sacrifices of an hour a week, which ultimately isn't much time at all.
You know, I always come back to the saying that we all have the same amount of time in a week or in a day. It's just how we choose to prioritize and use our time that makes the difference.
Yeah, without question. We've worked with all kinds of people that have very limited time. And I always go back to morning routines where some of the most successful people in the world have morning routines, and then we say, for example, like those of us that don't have multi-million-dollar businesses or 100 employees to manage, these people, they have time to have a morning routine, and we always say to ourselves, I don't have time to sit and meditate for 10 minutes or do breathing exercises or stretch in the morning. Whatever it is, whatever morning routine would make you feel more successful, and we have the amount of time. We just have to decide how we're going to use it and what's going to be most beneficial for us. Okay, so we went over exercise, we went over nutrition and meal planning. What's next on the list?
You've got morning routines down on our list, Drew, and you did mention that importance of a morning routine a couple of times in the show.
Yeah, so if you check out a past show, which is called exploringmindandbody.com/morning routines, that's a full show on how important this is. I could talk about this forever.
One of Drew's favorite topics by far.
So if you I'll just go through briefly here. If you get up in the morning and you go through a proper routine, so maybe you go straight to your yoga mat and you start stretching. Then maybe you do some deep breathing exercises for 10 minutes. And then maybe you make some kombucha and green tea and take your magnesium supplement. Let's just say that's one of our routines. And just think about you setting yourself up for success. You already have more mental clarity. You have more energy. You're feeling great. Maybe you get up and go for a run after that, for example. Like, these are all things that we can do. But if we were to take these step-by-step process, we're setting our day up for success. So even if your whole day falls apart and you're in control of nothing, you at least have your morning routine and you feel accomplished already simply by setting that routine up in advance and going through it day after day.
True Form Life.
Just want to take a minute to mention Complete Truth Protein again. This is a protein supplement that we designed at True Form. We believe in food. We believe food heals, cures, and prevents. That's why this product is much different than your conventional types of products. Unfortunately, packed with chemicals, preservatives, toxins that our body doesn't know how to utilize, digest, and absorb. So that's why Complete Truth Protein can help improve your digestion and will offer a natural boost of energy. You can find more details at trueformlife.com/Complete Truth Protein.
True Form Life.
And being consistent, since we are talking about consistency this show, is important once again to get up at the same time every morning and to do your morning routine in the same order at the same time every day.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's part of the morning routine. And that's something that we do and we don't think about. So the first week or two or the first couple weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it is, they say it takes 21 days to develop a healthy habit. Not sure I agree with that 100%, but I will tell you that the more you do it, the more consistent you'll be with it. And with consistency comes results. So we're all looking for results in one form or another. So if you can continue to be consistent, you will see results without question.
And we're not saying you have to do all of those things that Drew listed for a morning routine, but we are just saying that if you can pick even one thing for your morning routine, whether that's breathing or whether that's stretching or whether that's morning kombucha, if you can just pick one thing and be consistent with that every single morning, well, you're experiencing success before you even start your day.
Yeah, that's a great point. We don't have to, sometimes when I talk about morning routines, people are like, oh, I'm going to have to get up an hour earlier. Well, we probably should get up an hour earlier, but the reality of it is most people might get up 5 to 10 minutes earlier. So if you pick one thing, like Dorothy was saying, just start there. And I feel like most people are going to feel so great after stretching every morning for a week. They're going to want to do some breathing exercises. And then after they do breathing exercises, they're like, oh, I want to work on nutrition as well. So maybe you start with a green smoothie. Again, a stretch for a lot of people. But when we do our own workshops and we teach people how to make green smoothies and how great they feel, then they want to continue doing that week after week. So just start with one thing, and I feel like you'll naturally want to progress to doing more things in your morning routine.
And it's always interesting how these things all correlate, or it's all in a circle. You know, if you do your morning routine, then you're going to want to work out, right? You're going to feel more accomplished. You're going to feel more empowered. So then maybe you get your morning workout in. If you get your morning workout in, then throughout the day, you're going to want to eat healthier meals because you don't want to ruin a perfectly good workout.
It's like a slippery slope.
Yeah.
It's like a gateway drug. Starting a morning routine is like a gateway drug to living a healthy lifestyle.
Oh my gosh, you're going a little far here.
Yeah, so anyways, whatever your morning routine is, we highly suggest giving it a shot. Hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/trueformlife, and let us know what your morning routine is. We love a private message, or if you tag us and let us know what you do every day in the morning to get your day started off right. We definitely like to see what that's like for you.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see what other people are up to because we're so structured in our morning routine, I would say, that it's always interesting to see what others are up to.
Without question. Now that we got morning routines out of the way, what else do we have on the list?
Well, another thing we were going to talk about here today is your mood and your confidence, and how having consistency with working out, with nutrition, with your morning routine will, in fact, improve your mood and help increase your confidence.
Yeah, without question. There's no way around it. If you go to the gym, for example, or if you work out at home, you're going to feel much better by getting a workout in the morning. So if you feel better, you're going to have more confidence and your mood's going to increase. So you can't really avoid it. And then when we look at nutrition, when you put better foods in your body, your mood changes. So have you ever had a big old bowl of pasta, for example, and I'm not against pasta by any means. I think I enjoy my own bowl of pasta once in a while. But I'm talking about like on a regular basis, or if you have fast food on a regular basis. You can tell the difference between having a salad or having fast food.
Totally. And it feels like you just get the energy from the food. So if you're having a salad, for example, or, stir fry, something with lots of colors and lots of greens, you feel energized, you feel motivated, you feel inspired after eating those foods. Big bowl of pasta or anything like that's heavy like that is tough to digest, and it actually makes me feel sleepy and tired.
Yeah, so think about that, for example, like when we have breakfast. Like, first of all, many people don't have breakfast, but if you get in the habit of having a good quality breakfast in the morning, it gives you energy. You're awake, alive, you feel great, so you have more confidence and your mood is better. And then if you skip breakfast, you have no form of energy going into your body. And then, for example, so not only you skip breakfast, but then you put something like a pastry or a donut or a coffee into your body. And then I feel like you have false energy. So sugar or caffeine isn't going to give you sustainable energy. And then we don't feel great. So flip the switch and put something good and clean in your body and see how great it feels.
Yeah. And the same thing with workouts and increasing your mood. I mean, there's tons and tons of research about how working out and exercising improves your mood, right? And the same thing there. Lots of times we feel tired or we feel down, and the last thing we want to do is go for a workout, but it's actually going to be the most beneficial for us.
Well, you know what? I think a lot of people are stressed out. I think it's regular to be stressed out in this day and age. Like, we're stressed out about finances, family, or job, or career, whatever it is. We're stressed out. And on top of that, we don't work out. So if you look at exercise is the number one way to reduce stress. So if we're not exercising on a regular basis, we don't have a real gauge on how we can reduce stress. And we're not doing that continually on a regular basis. So again, we look at consistency. So we have stress continually building up. And then once in a while, we might mix in a workout or a long walk or a bike ride, whatever it is. But we're not consistent. So we're not consistently reducing stress, which means our mood is going to be off because we're all going to be upset because we're always stressed out about something or another.
True Form Life.
I just want to mention Complete Truth Protein here once again before I let you go. This is a protein supplement we designed ourselves, made with quinoa and hemp seeds, also maca and stevia. We have 2 different types of products. They both have tons of health benefits. You can bake the original bag you can bake with. It's perfect for gluten-free flour if you're celiac or gluten intolerant. We have tons of recipes on trueformlife.com, which include raw protein balls. People absolutely love these ones. We have pancakes, cookies, muffins, all healthy, all clean ingredients. Dorothy puts these together for us on a weekly basis. So if you head over to trueformlife.com, head over to the recipe section. We have all kinds of recipes on how you can use Complete Truth Protein. It's also a vegan and raw product. So if you have any intolerances or if you have any issues with digestion, this will definitely help you out. Once again, that's trueformlife.com/Complete Truth Protein.
True Form Life.
Yeah, so we can create a positive circle with morning routine, working out, nutrition, creating all of these positive changes in our lives. Or we can be going through the vicious circle of the stress and the emotional eating and all of that havoc that it wreaks on our body.
Without question. And that goes along with everything that we're talking about. But if you put mood aside for a moment, and then we think about confidence, we feel so much more confident when we get a workout in, or when we have a good clean meal, for example. Like the guilt that weighs on us when we miss a workout, or when we don't eat properly, or we have fast food and we're eating food that we know we shouldn't be consuming, that guilt weighs on us so much. So think about the other side of the coin. Like, flip the coin, flip the script, however you want to look at it, and think about how much confidence you have after a workout. Like, our mood instantly lifts. We automatically feel much better. So our confidence is higher. We feel better in our clothing. We feel better when we look in the mirror. And it's no different when you're going to dinner and you have a nice meal. So if you look at these small steps, we can increase our mood, we can increase our confidence, confidence, and we can feel better about ourselves, which is ultimately going to increase our quality of life.
You just feel more proud of yourself. You get your workout in, and it's like giving yourself a big old pat on the back, like, good job for getting that in. Or you create a nice, healthy meal, and you're like, I did that. Woo! Like, I can do this.
Yeah, without question. And that's the thing that we want to show you, is that after you get a workout in at home, after you watch a workout video and get it together for yourself, then you can do, or you feel empowered to do just about anything. So we're hoping that some of these steps will help you feel better about yourself as a whole.
Yeah, I think we went all over our list now.
We sure did. We're gonna wrap things up here. So let's just wrap up. Let's go over a quick summary of what we had going on. So the first thing was
we started talking about working out and being consistent with workouts, same amount of days and same times every day, so that it becomes a routine.
Yeah, without question. So just remember that it's important to pick those days. So if you know every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 a.m. you're getting up for a workout, then you know on Sunday night you're going to bed a little bit earlier. You're putting your clothes out in advance. You're developing those healthy routines because Monday morning is a workout. On Tuesday, and you look forward to Tuesday maybe when you're first getting going. Like, I don't really love working out, but Tuesday's not a workout day, so you're excited for Tuesday. But then Tuesday night, you know you're going to bed a little bit earlier, you're putting your clothes out. Then once you put your clothes out, you start doing your meal planning. It's all a vicious circle of goodness.
A goodness circle, a circle of goodness.
So then then you know your whole routine, your whole week is set up in advance. And then of course, maybe look forward to Thursday, or once you get going, maybe you don't look forward to Thursday because you don't get to work out and feel good and get those endorphins flowing. But then here comes Friday and it's workout time. And who doesn't want to get a great workout in before Saturday, before the weekend, when most people are taking the day off?
Next, we talked about nutrition and meal planning and the 3 important steps. You got to break it down to make it successful or to find success. So find 3 consecutive days in your week that will work for you. So on the first day, you can create your meal plan or read through a meal plan if you are using another program. And then the next day, you carve out some time to get your groceries. And then on day 3 is prep. This is going to help you be successful. Trying to cram in all of those steps on one day is not going to work.
Yeah, without question. And then the second last step here was morning routines. We all need a morning routine, without question. I'm a huge advocate of morning routines, setting your days up for success, doing a few things in the morning, or maybe it's 1 or 2 to get started, that are going to make you feel better, going to make you feel accomplished, and get your day started off right.
We love our morning routines.
Got to do it. Got to make it happen.
Lastly, we talked about how these 3 things, the workout, nutrition, morning routines, how they improve your mood and confidence throughout your day.
Yeah, so when you're looking at getting your workout in, get your workout in and feel better. They go hand in hand. Without question, if you get a workout in, you're going to feel better. You're going to feel more confidence. Your mood is going to improve. If you do the same thing with nutrition, if you put in good quality foods into your body, you're going to feel better about yourself. Your mood's going to improve, and so is your confidence. And we're talking about consistency throughout this whole show. If you remain consistent, if you keep doing what you need to do on a regular basis, you're going to see results. You're going to drop inches. You're going to feel better. The whole world's going to open its arms. I feel like I'm trying to sell this. I shouldn't feel like I have to sell this.
Sell happiness.
Once you start doing this, you're going to feel better. There's no question. So just give it a shot. Give it a try. Take it one step at a time, and it's going to happen for you.
And just remember, you decide. You decide the outcome of your day. So you can decide to take the happiness circle with the working out, the nutrition, and the morning routine, or we would decide the stress route, right? So ultimately, we decide the outcome of our day.
All right, Dorothy, thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Exploring Mind and Body. It's always a pleasure having you here with us.
It's always a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
True Life.
All right, that's going to wrap things up for this edition of Exploring Mind and Body. As always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in and sticking around till the end. A special shout out to Dorothy. She's always a pleasure to have on the show. She always brings tons of energy, great tips and suggestions. So I hope you got some takeaways to take home with you, unless you're at home now. But whatever you're doing, remember that you can take it one step at a time. You can make changes. We're all about sustainable lifestyle changes in a holistic manner. Always naturally is the way we like to go. So I'm going to leave you with that. All past shows are going up on exploringmindandbody.com. If you ever missed a past show, you can always check out past shows there. We also have have a free app you can check out on any Apple device. Head over to your app store, search for Exploring Mind and Body, download our show, and take us with you wherever you go. We did talk about our monthly membership a little bit here throughout the show. If you are interested in that, you can definitely check out more details at trueformlife.com, where we do more meal planning, recipes, grocery shopping lists, and at-home workouts. If you need a boost to get going in the right direction, we can definitely help you out. Once again, thank you so much for being here. That's it. That's all I got. I'm out of here. As always, I'm your host, Drew Tadia, in health and fitness for a better world. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Exploring Mind and Body with Trueform Life's Drew Tadia, fitness expert. To find out more about the show, Drew Tadia, or to listen to past shows, visit exploringmindandbody.com.